is Milana Laveau, and it's tarot time. You're in a position to find out more about something, to decipher a mystery. And it's something that you want to know more about. And I'm going to allow the tarot to shed some light on that for you guys. So someone would like to decipher something that has to do with a change in station, someone having a complete change of income, something that went in with that, or their luck changed, something that happened due to fate. This is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries who wants to know more about that. And you are in a position to find out more, as I stated earlier. Another person would like to demystify something that happened after someone made a sacrifice, maybe what went into it, as well as what happened thereafter. This is something that has to do with something spiritual, and you are in a position to find out more. This is an earth sign of Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo who is in a position to find out more. There's also a Cancer sign, water sign, and you're in a position to find out more about something that went into the makings of an argument. It may not be exactly clear why people were arguing in the first place, but you're in a position to find out more right now. There's a Leo. And Leo, you are ready to demystify something that's going on that is concerned with luxury. Something happened, someone made a purchase, or someone wanted to go a certain way, or they were totally avoiding something that they could do because they had the capability to be able to do something, and they did not. And you're in a position to find out more about that at this point in time. The real truth behind that. There's also an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And you're in a position to find out more about what is going into what someone has been very vocal about. Like, why are they so vocal? There's also a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries who is in a position to demystify something that went into someone's work situation. So something happened with someone at work and it was kind of puzzling, and you're in a position to figure out everything about what happened there. There's also a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio sign who is in a position to find out more about another water-based water sign of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, something that went on with them. So take advantage of this time period to find out more about what was going on. And if you have any specific questions right now, since this is a live, I'll check them out. And if they're related to this, I'll go ahead and try to answer them now, as well as any other questions that anyone has. So since we don't have anyone coming in on this subject, I'm going to go ahead and take on another subject. This one being, why did they cheat? Someone cheated because it was within their instincts to cheat. They didn't see any reason to do otherwise. They are someone who gets a thrill from following their instincts. Someone else cheated because they were in a conflict. They felt like there was an ongoing conflict with this other person who they were in a relationship with, whether or not the other person realizes it or not. Some issue that came up within the relationship was not pushed aside. It was not something that was worked through like it should have been, and this person still has issues about it, and so they did it out of anger. This is anger that has built up, or anger that they just were reserving. And that's what I'm getting here. Someone felt like they didn't get a really good explanation about why somebody knew somebody, or why somebody knew some information. And in fact, they really don't want to talk to anyone who is going to keep that from them. So the other person who they cheated with, they're probably not going to pursue that relationship deeply either, if that's what was going on there. So this conflict that was going on, maybe someone expected someone to be hoish, or however you want to call it, just really, some of you may say whoremonger, whatever it is. Someone expected someone to be some kind of way, and they knew it, and that was also going into the conflict as well. Someone possibly did something that maybe they don't really want to talk about. They want to forget about it and leave it in the past, and that's an open wound type of conflict. This is not something that has been healed, sewn up, stapled, or what have you. So that is going into why someone cheated. Another person cheated because they felt like someone else wasn't going to really nitpick on how they were spending their funds. They feel like they have more of a sense of freedom with what they're going to do with their own money, because they feel like this other person is all about money. They may say they're not, but they get this vibe. The person who cheated feels like you're too much about money, and they just feel like, no, they don't want to talk to someone who is going to restrict them from doing what they want to do with their own funds. Someone else cheated because they feel like it's an easy way to kill their relationship. They want it dead. They feel like it's ongoing. They always feel bad. They take you back, or you take them back, and they want to make it so the deal is sealed and no one is taking anyone back. They feel like this is going to be the tip top of the iceberg, and it's going to be something that melts down into finality. So they want to be done and over. They don't want to try to work it out at all, whether they're married or whether they're not married to you. They still want it to end. Another person has been really aggravated about something that happened when they were trying to sleep. Someone could have also been aggravated and thinking, how can they do something? Maybe they felt like they really were in over their heads, and they wanted to, obviously they wanted to cheat. They've been thinking about it for a long time, and they just didn't have a partner in crime, and that's what they wanted. Maybe they felt a thrill with it, or maybe they just felt like it would solve all of their problems to be able to be with another partner, because they feel like there are too many problems that were going on in the relationship that you guys had together. Another person cheated with this reversal. They had their ship was slow coming in. They were watching the relationship to see if it would pan out, if things would get better, if they developed more feelings, and it just didn't happen. They wanted more all-encompassing feelings to come about, and that's really not where their relationship has been taking them. So they cheated because they're risk takers as well. And they just are out there like that. They're ready to take risks, and that's a part of their personality. And maybe you shouldn't take it too seriously. It's hard not to do when you're in love, if that's what the case was. However, I'm just offering explanations. I'm just the messenger. Someone else didn't feel nurtured enough. Someone felt like someone else could nurture them better, nurture them more, give them longer back rubs, or, what have you. Whatever it was, they just felt like they'd feel safer and more nurtured with another partner. Someone else felt real salty, real irritated, real aggravated, melancholy, not in a good mood. Okay, so let me see what was causing them to feel this way. They probably felt that they missed the boat on true love. They probably feel like they're in a false relationship, that everything is fake about the relationship, and they're not trying to go into another relationship like that. And if they do, it's a bridge to another relationship. That's just what I'm getting. They feel like they missed their opportunity to be with someone who they really clicked with, and that's why they cheated. Not because they even want to move forwards with the person who they cheated with, because I'm just getting that they were in a really salty, depressed type of mood, and so they decided to move forwards and do that. With this reversal, someone was late in getting some news. Someone is really chatty. So with two things going on, someone had a very good conversation with another person, and one thing led to another. And also, for the secondary part of what I'm reading into, this person got some information about who they feel like you really could be, who you really are. And they really shouldn't listen to gossip necessarily, but things made sense to them, obviously, and they moved forward in doing something that was, just not conducive to a solid relationship for the person who is getting this reading anyways. So this person felt like they got some news that you held back from them, and they were just astonished with the news. They were also really irritated, and some of them quite irate for some people for what they found out. And they didn't discuss it. They didn't want to talk about it. They didn't even want your side of it, unfortunately. And that's why they moved forwards and cheated. There's also someone who was really anxious. They felt like they were anxious all the time when they were around you, so they were ambivalent about the relationship, and this other person helped them to lower their guard. This other person could have been someone who was after them, just want to make you upset or what have you. Maybe they'll even just see you on the side of the sidewalk or the road or whatever, and they probably wouldn't even give you half of it. They probably try to take up the whole entire sidewalk, because they just felt like they're the type who, that's just how they are. If they don't like you or they don't know you, they feel like they're going to get the upper hand. And someone got the upper hand on this individual who was anxious, who also had some sexual energy that was not being fulfilled for whatever reason. Maybe they were scared of who you were as a person. Maybe they felt like you would outgrow them. At any rate, they didn't feel comfortable around you. as comfortable as they should have. And that is not only the excuse that they would give you if they could come correct and admit to it. However, it's really how they were feeling. It's not just an excuse. Someone else was being really patient about something with someone else, and it didn't go the way they wanted. And so they ended up in a relationship that they really weren't trying to factor into their life. So they felt like they were in a relationship that they really didn't want to be in. For some of you, someone didn't feel enough patience was coming from you, and so they just took a detour. Plain and simple. That was their rationale. Someone else had people whispering in their ear, oh, this person, they're not happy with you. They don't like you. They don't, they're not on the same emotional level. They don't have the same emotional goals, and this person ended up clicking with someone else. As a result of that, they were listening to them, and then, of course, they ended up clicking with someone else, and that's why they cheated. There is someone else who felt inspired in some way, and that inspiration, that appreciation for being inspired led them down the road of Cheatersville, and that's where they ended up venturing, and that's what's coming with them. So let's see what else is coming in from you guys. Yes, join by all means. This is a free reading. If you guys have questions, you can go ahead and ask those. Type them right in. I'll give you guys a few moments. Someone wants to know specifically what someone saw in someone who they said they now love, who they cheated with. They want to know what drew them and what had them decide to really put forth effort in keeping it going. So the thing that drew them is that they felt like you were their enemy at some point, or you were in error and you didn't want to admit it. And the reason why they try to make it work out is because it was very, very passionate. It ended up being very passionate. They shared the same interests as well. And they clicked. They clicked pretty good. For someone else, it was like more of a, can you teach me how to do this? Can you teach me how to do that at first? So they weren't really expecting for things to go anywhere. And they became intimate after a fight that you guys had. So that's what happened there. They ended up, if you want to call it that, making a mistake. All things work together for good for them who love God and are called according to his purpose. Now, I'm just going to throw that out there. Some of you don't really want to hear that, but it came to me and I feel like it fits, and that's why I decided to let you guys know what's coming to mind for me. All right, someone was standing out a lot. So this person who they cheated with was standing out a bunch, and they ended up staying. Due to that fact, they felt like that's what was going on. And now I'm going to give you guys a little more information that's coming in that some of you aren't going to be thrilled about. There's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio who has been dating an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and they are cheating with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. There is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, who has been with another Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And let me tell you, they're now cheating with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries fire sign. Ugh, it's not funny, but it's just fire signs all the way with that one. There's a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, another one, who has been dating an Aquarius, and they have been cheating with another Leo. That's what's coming in. There's also a Leo sign. This Leo sign has been dating a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But they've been cheating with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio individual. There's a lot of cheating going on here. There is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, and they have been dating a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries individual. And yet, they've been cheating with an Aries. There's also an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini who has been dating another Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. However, they've been cheating with a Gemini. That's a wrap. Bye.